left Davis hanging there.
Hey now, results are still flooding in on election night 2019. We'll have them all for you at the end of the show.
We will?
No.
Okay.
Actually, we do have one piece of election news.
There was an Olympic athlete elected to office on Monday. Wonder who it was.
Oh, you'll find out.
Jose Chouinard. No?
No.
Okay.
What are we leading with? Oh, yeah, we're going to go with the Buds.
Yeah, okay, because we had the Monday Nighter, and it was... So here we go with the Buds. Blue Jackets Buds. Toronto didn't get a single power play opportunity in their win over Boston Saturday, which led to these remarks.
Can't wait for our next power play. Yeah, can't wait.
When we get out there, it's going to be... we're going to make sure we got to be good.
All right, just seconds into the Leafs' first power play in the first period. Again, taking on the Blue Jackets at home. Mitch Marner loses the puck. Riley Nash working the give and go with friend of SportsCenter with Jay and Dan, Nick Foligno, the captain of your Columbus Blue Jackets. And early on, it's 1-0 Columbus. Still in the first, Pierre-Luc Dubois, terrific young hockey player for Columbus, battling it out with Austin Matthews, takes it to the net and scores. So Columbus with a 2-0 lead less than 10 minutes in. Later, the Leafs are shorthanded, and now here comes Marner, star of many a terrific insurance commercial, finds Kasperi Kapanen. Both of Kapanen's goals this season have been shorthanded. Leafs, another power play. We're still in the first. Jonas Korpisalo kick save on Andreas Johnsson in front. Leafs 0 for 2 on the man advantage until the final minute.
Stretching that pad out.
Austin Matthews with his 8th goal of the season, trailing only David Pastrnak and James Neal for the Rocket Richard Trophy race. Final minute of the second. Matthews wins the battle for the loose puck. And off a rebound, it will be William Nylander. Open cage. Leafs have their first lead. Matthews picks up the secondary assist, beat 3 Blue Jackets to the puck. He's everywhere. Poppy. Third period. Columbus, they tied it up on a power play under 4 to play. Cam Atkinson can put the Blue Jackets to the lead. Freddie Anderson, one of his 31 saves. This game needed overtime, and in overtime, Gustav Nyquist. Breakaway opportunity, hooked by Mitch Marner. It's a penalty shot in overtime.
Nyquist, who's 0 for 1 on power play attempts, gets his second, comes in quickly, shoots, scores! Jackets win on a penalty shot in overtime!
That is longtime Jackets play-by-play man Jeff Rimmer on the call. Mike Babcock not happy with his team's lack of discipline in the loss. Leafs have made a habit of giving up early goals this season. Over half their games, they've given up the game's first goal 5 minutes and 30 seconds into the contest or earlier. Our stats guy, Hound Dog Harrison, checked. How about a rematch of Saturday night's big victory over Boston for Toronto's next game? And why not have it on TSN? TSN 4 to be exact, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time in the Leafs region.
Send stars. Okay, I'm going to show you the plight of this young kid during warm-ups. All he wants is a puck. Just wants a puck. He was doing this for a good 10 minutes. Tyler Seguin comes over. He's like, he gave the puck to the other kid. Then Joe Pavelski points. He's like, give it to that kid. That kid, the other kid finds it. And he's like, can I have the puck? No. Okay, so the original kid is just, oh, this is tough to watch. And then he realizes, oh no, warm-up's over. Because the clock, they're out of time. Warm-up's done. So the dream is finished.
This is devastating. Why are we showing this?
And then the lights go out. The kid's like, oh man, I came to this game, I just wanted a puck. But out of nowhere, this gentleman comes over, gives him a puck. But watch, he's almost convulsing here. He's so distraught, it's tough to watch. Whew. Okay.
That was a roller coaster ride.
It was. Stars trying to pick up their first home win. Radek next to the point shot. His second. Stars outshot the Sens 43-20 in the game. Let's check in on that kid. See?
Yes.
See? It all works out in the end. Second period, Stars at the end of a two-man advantage. Pavelski gets his second of the year. 2-0 Stars. Third period of play. Brady Tkachuk takes a hip check from Esa Lindell. And then Tkachuk not happy, wants some words with Lindell. That starts a scrub. Tkachuk gets the only penalty on the board. That's Brian Mudryk I hear on the call of this game. They're jumping out of the box. Tkachuk, he throws a hip check of his own. He and Jamie Benn have a few words going at it. Vladimir Nemestikov got one late for the Sens. Sens are 1-6-1. They are last in the NHL. They dropped their fourth straight. DJ Smith on his team's efforts.
If you don't play hard, you can't play. And we'll continue to try different guys, and eventually we'll find the mix. But there's some good guys in that room that care and try, and we'll get back to work. You got to be a pro in this league, and to stay in the league, it's hard. You got to compete every single night, and sometimes if you don't have it, you got to know how to just, not make mistakes, get in, get out.
Monday Night Football, the Jets, the Patriots. Many of you thought this would be a blowout of epic proportions, but what's this? Midway through the second quarter, Bill Belichick tearing a strip off his players on the sideline? What was the score at this point? 24-0 New England? Playing for this guy must be awful. New England trying to start 7-0 for the third time in franchise history. Opening drive, Tom Brady to Jacoby Myers. 3 plays later, Tom Brady to Julian Edelman. The Patriots go 16 plays, 78 yards, running 9 minutes off the clock, and it's all capped off by Sony Michel. And a Patriots touchdown. Oh, we're just getting started. Because as we alluded to earlier, it was 24-0. Sam Darnold, second start since recovering from mono. First pass of the game picked off by Devin McCourty. Then Brady throws a strike to Philip Dorsett behind the coverage. Look how beautiful this pass is, how perfectly thrown it is. I hate him so much. No, just kidding, he's fine. 26-yard TD, 17-0 Pats. Back to Darnold, under pressure. John Simon off the edge, forcing the fumble. That turnover led to Sony Michel's second touchdown of the game. Darnold's nightmare first half continues. He would be picked off again, this time by Duron Harmon, the creator of Community. Darnold mic'd up. Here's what he said.
Seeing ghosts.
Okay, Darnold seeing ghosts. His head coach, Adam Gase, is trying to settle him down a little bit.
Listen, we got to reset right now.
Absolutely. I got you.
You know what to do.
Yeah.
All right? Just trust yourself.
That pep talk did not work. Darnold. That's not a good throw. Third pick of the game. Stephon Gilmore with that one.
No.
High snap. Yeah, Darnold just not getting much help. Bats it out of the end zone for a safety. Could it get worse? Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth pick of the game. Joe Tessitore on the call. He's very excited at everything. Pats improved to 7-0. Adam Gase, a blunt assessment of his team's play.
Obviously, that was brutal. We didn't do anything right. All 3 phases, we were bad. It was just bad performance. Can't play that way against these guys unless it'll look like that, and it's just not good.
Third time in team history, the Pats started 7-0. Though, if you're looking for a silver lining, if you're not a Pats fan, both of those other occasions, they did not win the Super Bowl.
You could not have scripted a better start to the season than the one the Colorado Avalanche are having. 8 games in, 15 of 16 points, and no regulation losses. Nate McKinnon with at least a point in every game. Philip Grubauer undefeated in net. Everything going so well. And then Monday happened. Taking on the defending Stanley Cup champion St. Louis Blues, McKinnon, 11 points during this streak, including 4 power play points. First period, Avs down 1. McKinnon becomes the 5th player in NHL history to start the year on a 9-game point streak in consecutive seasons. Ties it at 1. In the second, here's some of the bad news. Mikko Rantanen working along the boards. Oh, look at his ankle and his knee twist. Goes down immediately. Looks like he hits a rut in the ice. Rantanen with 11 points so far this season. He was forced to leave the game, did not return. Colorado with a delayed penalty. David Perron fires one-timer. Blues trying to snap a 4-game losing skid. Still in the second. Puck bouncing to Tarasenko, and he sneaks one through Philip Grubauer. Tarasenko's third goal in the year is a weak one. He had 3 points on the night as the Blues end the Avs streak and are the first team to beat them this season. McKinnon, mentioned 5th player to ever to record point streaks of 9+ games to begin a season in back-to-back seasons, joins a list that includes Wayne Gretzky and Guy Lafleur. Wow. Still a cup. Putting pen to paper, Pascal Siakam officially signs his extension on the eve of the Raps' title defense. That's next.
Excuse me. Ooh. That didn't sound good.
That's all good.
Papa, you okay?
Yeah. What an election. Again, we'll get to all those results at the end of the show.
Yeah, we've got Lisa LaFlamme here, Craig Oliver, Norm Peterson.
McDonald.
Norm Perry. That's who used to host
Norm
Canada.
Perry, okay.
That's it. Norm Peterson
Lloyd
was on
Robertson.
Cheers.
Lloyd Robertson.
Lloyd is here.
Mike Babcock gave an interesting answer when asked why smaller skaters like Trevor Moore and Dmitry Timashov have been so effective.
They got big asses, so they weigh a lot. So they can, you laugh, but it's the truth. I mean, you can get under people, you can win retrieval races, you can own lanes, you have good balance.
Here's the thing. Hockey players, if you've seen a professional hockey player in person, they've got hockey butts.
Well, especially like Sidney Crosby.
Yes.
Everyone talks about Sidney has a big butt.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a big old butt.
They do.
And has served him very well. 3 Stanley Cups.
Yeah. It's very rare to see a guy without that in the NHL.
So if you want to become a great hockey player, start working on the glutes.
Yeah. Squat all day long.
Before the Leafs and Blue Jackets faced off Monday, Columbus head coach John Tortorella gave his take on the state of hockey today and the physical aspect of the game.
Around. That has to be part of our team as far as how we have to play. I believe it's the best way to play. We still want to bang. It's just that you just can't go out there looking for things and overrun a guy. And the way how quickness the guys on the blue line now are, where they just beat you up the ice and cause the odd man rushes. That's what you got to be in control also. Elliot, that's part of who we are. We're not going to lose that part of the game. I just think the whole game itself in the National Hockey League, it's a different game. You look at guys, if it's a good hit, people put their arms up because they got hit. You know, that's what's aggravating.
Yeah, it's been that way for a while. It's not as bad as I thought it used to be, because, yeah, whenever there was a big hit, people would get very distraught and there'd be fights and such, but I think it's toned down a little.
His Blue Jackets are middle of the pack in hits in the NHL. Leading the league in hits? Pittsburgh Penguins. Again, Sydney's big old butt.
Hey, the Jets hit the ice for practice at a Tuesday's matchup against the Kings. Winnipeg working with a new top power play unit, replacing Josh Morrissey at the point with Neil Pionk. How do you like that new role?
Be a distributor. You know, you're running the power play, so you got to either give it to Patty to shoot it or Wheels to pass it. So pretty easy game up there.
I
love hearing him break down stuff like that.
He's great. We love him. We always say Pionk. Someone reached out to me, a Jets fan, and said they're trying to make the Pionky Tonk Man catch on.
I love that.
I like that as well.
Honky Tonk Man was an underrated wrestler. I mean, he wasn't a great wrestler, but he was a great personality.
He went through a lot of guitars.
Yeah, he would always smash that guitar, wouldn't he? He was the greatest intercontinental champion of all time.
Sure.
That's what he used to say.
Come coming off shutting out Connor McDavid and the Oilers. The Jets back in action Tuesday against the Kings. Coverage begins 6:30 Central. It's in the Jets region, and that's on TSN 3.
Hockey Hall of Famer Dale Hawerchuk is battling stomach cancer. The 56-year-old took a leave of absence last month from his head coaching duties with the Barrie Colts of the OHL to begin treatment. At the time of his departure, the reason was not disclosed. So we're wishing him the very best. Now, this is also tough news, Dan.
Yeah.
A tornado with winds reaching speeds of 110 kilometers an hour hit North Dallas on Sunday. Widespread damage, including one of Tyler Seguin's homes. This is a home he's trying to sell. Luckily, he was not there at the time. And the level of destruction, just ripping a roof off a house. It's incredible.
And these guys, yes, they make good money. They're professional athletes, but they can't stay back and help out family members and help the rebuild because they got to go on the road with the team, so it just adds to their stress level. The Raps made it official Monday, inking Pascal Siakam to a 4-year max extension. New deal kicks in after this season. And Pascal was asked if he had any concerns about his new contract.
Yeah, the thing I was really worried about today was like getting to the practice facility and signing the contract. After the congratulations, it's like, oh, you're paying all the next dinners, like the next 25 dinners and 30s, and I'm like, I mean, I'm still on the rookie contract. Like I haven't. I told Fred like we was gonna do like a commercial together, and he was like, oh man, you sure you still want to do it? I'm like, I mean, I'm still on the rookie contract. I still need the money right now.
There's nothing he can't do. Sky's the limit, and whatever he chooses to mold out his game to be, he's got a blank canvas, and you know, we're all looking forward to watching it. It's fun to watch, and also being there to support him.
I wonder what the commercial's for.
Well, they've done a bunch of stuff. They did a peanut butter commercial, but it wasn't for peanut butter, right? I don't know what that one was for.
Either way, I'm looking forward to it.
And Pascal Siakam did one for Google.
Oh, yes,
the Google
right.
Home thing.
Yeah. The Raptors do a lot of ads.
They do.
Like they're good. They're good. The Leafs need to do more. Like, why isn't Austin Matthews in more commercials? Like
Mitch Marner, I haven't seen him in any insurance
commercials. Where's those
commercials.
insurance ads? Where's Freddie Anderson's commercial for Danish furniture? Zion Williamson will miss the first 6 to 8 weeks of the season with a torn meniscus. The first overall pick underwent successful knee surgery Monday, appeared in 4 preseason games with the Pellies. He looked very good, averaging more than 23 points a game. New Orleans kicks off their season Tuesday night in Toronto.
I know.
So, of course, the Pellies will have to watch the Raps raise that banner. It's tough.
Yeah.
Because he was so awesome in the preseason. You wanted to see what he had going in the regular season.
Over the last 10 years, only 3 #1 picks have missed 20-plus games in their first season.
He'll be back. Hey, Dan, when we come back. Oh, sorry, what were you going to say?
It was Anthony Bennett, Markelle Fultz, and Ben Simmons.
Two of those 3 did not work out.
Jannies. I recommend carving your pumpkin week of Halloween. No sooner. It'll go rotten. Austin Matthews, one-timer. Tipped it. Oh! There's Korpisalo. Fantastic pad save. Huge stop.
Michael Raffl on the breakaway, goes to the backhand, beats Oscar Dansk. He begins to dance.
The Stars' Jason Dickinson tries to hit Brady Tkachuk. Oh, no. He went right into his own bench.
Do you know where LaMelo Ball is playing basketball? Australia. The Wiggles have their own team there. Emma, Lucky, Simon, and Anthony. Captain Feathersword is the starting center.
The Leafs work the slap pass. Austin Matthews. It's a tap-in tally. And great passing by the Blues. Vladimir Tarasenko set up David Perron for a one-timer. As the Blues are the first team to beat the Avs this season.
And before we get to the plays of the week, with the new Star Wars Rise of Skywalker trailer debuting last night, I thought we'd take you behind the scenes of Sunday's show. when I had a mustache, much shorter hair, and couldn't find the score to the Oilers and Jets game. Anybody have the Jets score? Oh, BB-8, you have it? Uh-huh. Okay. Ooh, right. No way! Wow! Oh, that's sad. But that's good. Amazing. Thanks. The score was 1-0.
At the ragtime, should use that more often.
We could use it later in the show tonight.
Okay.
Oh, was that you, Braids?
Did someone bring their dog to work?
Did someone have a big hiccup?
It was a dog or a hiccup? We'll get to the bottom of this. Hey, Cody Fajardo has signed a 2-year extension with the Riders, worth approximately $450K per season. Fajardo took over for the injured Zach Collaros in Week 1 before leading the Riders to an 11-5 record so far this season. He's thrown for just under 3,900 yards with 16 touchdowns and can pinpoint the exact moment he knew he wanted to sign with the Riders long term.
This guy, you just gotta love this guy.
Fajardo.
Or are they doing what we were hoping they were going to do earlier in the season, where they play ABBA's Fernando, and you'd hear Anna Fried and Agnetha sing "There's Something in the Air" that night. The stars shone bright. Fajardo. So start doing that. Mosaic Stadium people who are in charge of music. Hey, the Eskimos have activated Trevor Harris off the 6-game injured list. He missed 4 games with an injury to his throwing arm. Head coach Jason Moss said earlier that Harris will be ready to start Saturday against Cody Fajardo and the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Here we go, Toolsy. Second to last week of the CFL season. Did you say second last week or second to last week?
Second last.
Yeah, I like second last week, so I don't like the way whoever scripted it. Yeah, penultimate is a nice way to say it, too. Jamie, our director, likes that term. He's very, very literate.
Lots of stretching. TFC's playoffs continue Wednesday. Reds battle the top seed. Yeah, I already said that. It's coming up Wednesday. We've got it on TSN. After getting crushed by the Dallas Cowboys 37-10 Sunday night, some Eagles fans took the loss harder than most.
We answered, I talked stuff, I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's a better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles for the hard fight they did?
Let's go Birds, fly, Eagles, fly.
He's so sad, but he still did it. He still did it.
Oh my God.
I love
Just the tears. Wow, he does love the Eagles.
This is the news we teased the entire show.
Oh, this is big.
Olympic gold medalist and Liberal candidate Adam Van Koeverden.
He's also a friend of SportsCenter with Jane Day.
Won his riding in Milton, Ontario. Look, he wore this on election night. He doesn't need a suit. The 2004 Lou Marsh winner won 4 medals representing Canada at 4 different Olympic Games. And if you ever meet him, just a quality dude. Doesn't matter, political parties aside, good dude.
And this was no walk in the park. Lisa Raitt, I believe, she's the deputy leader of the Conservatives. Did I get that right? I hope I did. She was the incumbent there for like 3 straight terms. So this was a massive upset. You know, he didn't float into some riding that was just like there for the taking for the libs.
If it was a walk in the park, that'd be a interesting campaign strategy. Just walk the park.
Hey, just like TFC, they were walking in the park. A lot of stretching.
These people that run, they go door to door.
These people, oh, not like physically run, like run for a life. Okay.
You go door to door, you must see some things. You must see into some places where you're like, I don't want to see them.
And some that you do. But do you answer the, like, I have the security system where I can see who's at my door and I can tell they're there. I'm like, I'm not coming out.
No,
I'm gonna shut off all the lights.
My neighbors literally just walk into my home.
Okay.
So we've tried to put an end to that.
Let's put an end to this conversation.
Still to come.
The Jay and Dan podcast available now wherever you get your podcasts. Graham Dillette back on the PGA Tour and back on the Jay and Dan podcast as our guest this week. It's available to download now. Highlight of the night. Poppy, Austin Matthews, one-timer, tipped in front by Andreas Janssen. The Corporal, Eunice Corpusalo, beautiful pad save. Blue Jackets beat the Buds in overtime. This is a tough one. Our friend Scotty Jenkins, big shout out to you in Saskatoon. Scotty's wife, Allie, passed away on Sunday afternoon after giving birth to their third child, a baby daughter. And Scotty is now a widower with a 4-year-old and an 18-month-old. And we met him at a golf tournament a couple of years ago, Children's Wish Foundation golf tournament. Just had a wonderful time with him. Such a tough situation. There's a GoFundMe page that has been set up, and you can see it right down there. Just look up, if you go to GoFundMe.com, Jenkins family.
Yeah.
That's all you need to see. They want to get to $100,000. They're more than halfway through the goal.
They've increased it. They want to raise $250 now. They're already at $63,000 as we do this show. So yeah, go to GoFundMe.com and just look up Jenkins family, and if you can spare like just a couple bucks. So. And
Allie was a terrific curler, a lead for Sherry Anderson's rink in Saskatchewan. Very quickly for Ari Blewett, that Eagles clip of the Eagles fan with the hat, that was from last year.
And that commercial that the Raptors were in was for peanut butter and jam. So we're kind of close.
There's something in the air that night. The stars shone bright. Fajardo.